What's up? This is The View from Legacy View Combo Series, and today on the show, I'm Chillin the Greenbox. It's a writer and artist that, I discovered, and, I fell in love with, not only his artwork, but his story he created. And we have O.M.G, aka Mario Gully, on the show today. He dropped in, man, to talk to us, about his come up and everything he went through becoming an artist. And that's a great show. Y'all need to watch the whole video of this, man. Dope interview, dope guest, man. Hopefully we get some artwork from him ourselves. So this is this is The View from Legacy to View. Specks, sending it to you.
Welcome back to the hood. This is Chillin the Greenbox with Specks, Thompson, and The View. And thanks, The View's been doing a great job. Last season I couldn't get him on the show. He always had something to do, but he been doing the intros for every episode. Appreciate that. But today we got another legendary guest with us. O.M.G The Artist. Man, thank you for coming on. And for people who don't know you is, man, tell people who you are.
Well, my name is O.M.G. My government name is Mario Gully. My claim to fame is inventing a comic book called Ants by Image Comics. Short story is 1996, I was convicted of armed robbery. And I was in a jail cell. And looking at that jail cell, I seen an ant come in from that jail cell, and I said, I give my life to be this ant. Because everything I thought at that time, when I became 19, got me incarcerated. You know how smart that made me feel? It made me feel like an ant. So I had a Shelly. We called him Bulletproof from Atlanta. He liked to draw too. We had something in common. He liked comic books. John Byrne, Image Comics, Todd McFarlane, Eric Larson, and he told me, man, make a comic book about it. So I did. I started drawing ants in the jail in Orlando, Florida. Start getting around. I started getting commissary. From there, it took me 10 years to publish and to get my artwork up to the par where it was able to be published. Excuse me, able to be published. On parallel to that, I was bullied in school, and I wrote that in my book. I was bullied a lot. I was small. I'm the youngest of six. So I took martial arts at an early age. I was attracted to Bruce Lee. I was born July 20th, 1973. Bruce Lee was born July 26th. Died. Excuse me. Bruce Lee, my Sifu, Jonathan Lee, died July 20th, 6 days before I was born. So I'm a Leo dragon. So my name literally means O.G. Hama, O.M.G. And don't take the Lord in vain. How many people you see, people say, oh my, I'm bleep, oh my bleep, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every time they take the Lord's name in vain, they take mine. And if I came to fame.
Okay.
If you want to call it that, I don't want to call it famous, man, because that's an illusion. Like Bruce Lee said, I draw. That's all. I draw, man, to try to bring people happiness. That's all.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, man. Appreciate breaking that down for us. I'm not sure where you from, but I know you said you was in Orlando, Florida, and you had a steady in Atlanta. So do you know about the electrical green boxes in front of the neighborhoods?
Do I know about the what now?
The electrical green box, the green box. For the electrical box in front of the neighborhoods. Do you know about them?
I should do backflips off of them, bro. In high school.
All right, man. So you know all about so
what?
So
what?
This show just like that, man. Cause I know back in high school, whenever you chill at those, hang out with your friends, talk and whatnot. So
bro, I went to 3 high schools in Florida. I don't want to interrupt you. I'm born in Anderson, Indiana. Okay.
Okay.
In 1973, my dad, who just died of Alzheimer's, who I took care of, he worked at Delco Remy in Indiana for 32 years. Then he got a job at Florida, Orlando, Walt Disney World
Oh man.
to cook. Okay, to cook culinary chef at Orlando. Walt this it was at Central Foods.
Okay.
Central Foods was the hub to make all the other food, but everything in the park at that time. That time you couldn't wear mustache. Walt Disney was strict. Okay, we drove down there. That's when I grew up. I grew up in Orlando.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm an Orlando boy. I'm a South boy. You know, dirty South.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I got incarcerated there and was drawing there, and that's when I got my break.
Oh yeah.
I got my technical contact at MegaCon when MegaCon wasn't even in the convention. MegaCon was in the hotel at the time when I got my break. Huh?
Dang.
Huh?
Yeah, I hear it. So yeah, man. So you know all about Green Box. So like, I made my show based on that same concept, you know, just talking and hanging out. Because I've been on a lot of podcasts and people get on there and talk about their books for like 2 hours and nobody ever knows about the creator or reason why to support them. So I developed my show so people know more about the creator and, you know, find a reason why to support them, why, you know, buy their books or whatnot. So that's why I made my show.
I appreciate that, bro. Man, it's like I just want to say this off rip. People don't know, man. We all in this together, bro.
Yeah.
We all in this together, man.
That's
Positive energy. You're gonna be positive or negative. It's a choice, man. Every decision you make, I try to choose to be positive, man. You know.
Yep.
You know, and artists as creators, I know we get frustrated because most of us don't have the materials that we need to create. Most of us don't, and it causes us to lose sleep at night. People could do something about it, man, but they gotta stop trying to stop being competitive and being cooperative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yep. So I got a couple questions, you know, the icebreaker questions. You know, I got 4 different segments on my show, so people know more about you. So my first segment is called Breaking It Down, because on that Green Box you break things down with your friends, concepts, ideas, and other things. So people break your
friends,
Yep. All right, so we're gonna break your brain down so people know more about you.
Ideas and other things. Let's go.
Yep. So my first question for you, would you prefer living by the mountains or by the ocean?
Ocean.
By the ocean. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All day, every day.
All right. Yeah. What catchy jingle or advertisement from back in the day or recently got stuck in your head?
You know when things go good, you know what I hear?
What do you hear?
The baby, Suge.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got a dealer's on. Yeah. The first thing to pay my body, nigga. I just
Yeah.
No. That's one of them. Hey, on another side, I listen to Beethoven. When I'm having a good time, I like to listen to Phil Collins, man. When I'm drawing,
Oh yeah.
I like to listen to Phil Collins. Yeah, man, and Asian music, flute music, and meditate. You know, I don't like. I just want to say this off rip because I don't like to have one point of view. But when I'm really feeling really good, there's no music playing. I just listen to the birds and shit, bro.
See, I haven't got the level, man. I like music, like different types of music. You know, trigger me feel different type of ways.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm getting older now, so like a lot of that, you know, that shooting, killing, ops music, you know, it's not doing it for me no more. But
Yeah,
like,
right.
but
Right.
yeah, like I always laugh at people when they go back to listen to 90s music and old music like that, you know, whatnot. But like, I find myself listening to more the hustling music from the 2000s, you know, the Jeezy, the Gucci's, and stuff like that.
LL Cool J, bro.
Yeah,
LL Cool J is one of my favorite person of all time.
Favorite
Because
person? Okay.
I mean, um, in the way that I watched him evolve, I was in that track, when he was evolving, man. That's why I wear a hat today, bro. It's LL because he stayed the course. That's all. He stayed the course. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I would like to be that. You know, somebody had artwork, and I got logos now with my hat on. They're trying to recognize me with my hat. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Hey, like this one.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, I know what the inspiration come from.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So yeah, you got that branding, you know,
I'm trying.
on point now.
Girl,
Yeah.
no, my girl hustling me. My girl pushing me on it. You gotta,
Okay.
I'm gonna say this, man. You gotta have good support, especially in the creative endeavor. A lot of these females out here, bro. I'm gonna let people know. A lot of these females out here, man. They, I've seen a lot of relationships where their opposite other pushing them in a direction that don't inspire them creatively, that don't inspire them creatively, and it destroys us, bro. Without everything's made by art.
Yeah.
Trees, cars, boats, everything, ideas, houses, landscape. There's a design behind it, man. If you kill the designers, man, you ain't got no design. That's simple.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. See, my last question. I probably know the answer to it, but
Okay.
if you had a celebrity you could pick as your best friend, who would you pick?
My lady?
Your girl?
Yeah.
No, celebrity. I pick a celebrity.
If I pick the celebrity that's my best friend, outside of that,
Yeah.
living or dead, don't matter.
Don't matter. Yeah, and I was thinking about the question. I was thinking myself, that's a hard question.
I say Elon Musk.
Oh yeah.
Second, somebody dead would be a person who wrote my mentors, who wrote Wallace Water. His name is Wallace Water. He wrote the book The Science of Getting Rich. Beat them two people. Him and
Okay.
Elon Musk.
Why you pick them two?
Because as a person, as a human being, as far as my evolution, that would be the person I think would take me the farthest.
Okay. Yeah, because you know, they talk crap about Trump and whatnot. You know, his money and what he doing. But you look at Elon Musk. You know, he doing the same thing, but he's making money. You don't see Elon Musk taking L's except Twitter.
Yeah, but on top of that, man, it's like, you know, he's trying to further humanity. He's trying to further people. I'm attracted to people who trying to further humanity,
Mm-hmm.
who try to push us to do better. Period. You know, some people have great skills. Like, you know, everybody know I'm a fan of Thomas Pollock. Created Spawn and stuff and got me inspired in comic books, but stuff. And it's like, to me, his greatest strength, like Bruce Lee would say, his greatest strength is drawing. But he's not doing it. If he's not doing it, that means he's got his biggest deficiency in his studio is lack. You should have people around you telling you that. You know? And it's like, you know, to me, a celebrity, you know, I don't know about that word. It's kind of like, it's, you know, you can do a couple backflips in the grass, and you have 10 people clap. You can do that same thing in the garden like Jay-Z, and get 50,000 people.
Still celebrated.
But people that will make me a better person. I would like to meet somebody that's, somebody that can talk to me at one time. I've had people I had one conversation with. One. Changed my life, bro. Put me on a course where it's like, okay, I'll never forget that.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I get
as
that.
far as
I get
money's concerned, I wish I was being and rich. You know why? Because most artists will be being and rich because I tell them how to do it.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be all this bullshit between Michelangelo and somebody holding a gun to him and making him paint. So
Yeah.
when he died, he don't have that much money to the Cisco's and their lawsuit with Superman, and to who really owns X-Men, who really owns Wolverine that's going on now. Bro, white people make a profit off of something when you create it, and you shouldn't at least live half as good as they live.
Yeah.
That's my trip, bro. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, that's one of the things that made me pick my character. I originally made him as an X-Men character. And just when I decided to do comic books, I read an article and said, or interview. I'm not sure which one it was. It's been a couple years now. It said, don't try to write for Batman. If you feel like your work is good enough to be rewritten for Batman, write your own Batman. But
That's true.
at the same time, don't write your own Batman. Write something different because it's already Batman. So make your own. So make your own. So I took that and
That's
I
true,
made my
man.
character.
That's true.
Yep. And now
That's
people
true.
read my stuff and say, "Oh, it's like Spawn. Oh, it's like Spider-Man." They can't really put their finger on it because I didn't make it like everything else.
But think about this though. I was thinking about this on the sideline because when I put my work out, somebody said I get compliments. I love compliments. Some people get shady. I try to respond to every time somebody tell me I did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, because it's precious.
Yeah.
Because I had so many times somebody told me I didn't have a good time, or I didn't do a good time. I messed up. But on the same note, man, when people trying to give you a compliment, they're just trying to give you their best expression. They don't know.
Yeah.
To them, it looks good as what they can compare it to. Hey, man, look like, bro. As long as they keeping you in the same conversation
It's true.
as the great, you G, bro.
Yeah.
Own that, man, for real. Own that and think about that. Man, tell you, for real.
Okay.
For real, bro.
All right, I'm gonna go to my next segment. My next segment of the show is called "The Back Issues." Yeah, so in the comics, you know all about the back issues. Well, people who don't know, if you don't want to know about a character origin story, you read about their back issues. So you want to know about Savage Dragon. You read his back issues, find out more about his origin story. So this set, I'm gonna go into your back issues to find out more about your origin story.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you told me already, but where are you from, and what do you call your hood?
I'm born in Anderson, Indiana. I'm raised in Orlando. But if you want to know the heritage I'm from, I'm more adopted of the Asian heritage because of my seafood. My seafood Chimada. Here's some seafood Rich Bacillo, under Bruce Lee, under Yip Man, under Shouting Temple. I don't say that people a lot, but that's what it is. I don't fight nobody. I'm just an old man sitting here chilling, but that's what it is. My hood, it's it's the underdog. Because I stay so much time in it. No matter what, no matter who you are or what you do, I believe that what you think, you can bring about. I'm one of the first men on Earth that invented an ant character. To me, it was like, you got all these characters, Spider-Man, Batman. You ain't got ants in the Bible. You ain't got ants.
Yeah.
You see ants every day. You ain't got an ant. And for me, for God to be able to stamp that for me, that I'm the only one in comics, that's pretty cool, man. That's my hood.
Okay.
Creativity is my hood. Creativity is my hood.
Bet.
Artwork, my hood.
Yeah, I like that. Speaking of, we talked about music. So, what artist or song or even genre got you into music or liking music?
I guess growing up from Indiana, Michael Jackson got me into music.
Mm-hmm.
But as I grew up as an artist, as an adult, I embrace all forms because everybody got his color,
Mm-hmm.
and I like spectrum. It's like people ask me what my favorite color is. Well, I'm an artist. I got to use every color to make the picture work.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. For real.
Okay.
Simple. Crazy, but it's simple. That's it, for real, bro.
So I guess like being down, but like I'm from Georgia, so I'm actually from Augusta. So James Brown from there, so everything.
Yeah, I lived in Dunwoody.
Okay.
Right across the street from Child Studies Church.
Okay.
So I know
And
about Georgia, bro.
all right, so like down here, James Brown, they say that pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Then you go to Atlanta, it's more the TIs and stuff. So in Indiana, was it like Michael Jackson or was it Jackson 5 more heavily everywhere?
Well, when I was in Indiana, I was young, but there's no star could come out of no city.
Mm-hmm.
No city, nowhere. That would want Michael Jackson, bro. Come on, man. It's Michael Jackson. When Thriller came out, I had a Thriller jacket on in the summertime. You hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
In the summertime, sweat coming down, beating. Okay. So I'm from a state where Michael Jackson is from.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the biggest artist, comic book artist. They came from that state. I'm in Kentucky now, right?
Yeah.
The biggest artist came out of here. The biggest artist writer in comics is J. Scott Kirkle. I say J. Scott Kirkle. I make two artist names combined. Ain't that? It's Robert Kirkle that invented
Okay.
The Walking Dead.
Okay.
He's in Lexington. I'm in Louisville. This is Louisville. I invented Ant. Basically, I was homeless. Joined Ant and Kinko's. Because they opened 24 hours back in the day. I know people don't know. And I was sending out portfolios to comic book studios in the mailbox. It takes a long time in the mailbox. I had email.
Mm-hmm.
I got it here. But at the same time, I guess the people I admire, man, more so now is the people that I meet and have an impact. I can't be a fan no more because so many stars and stuff I met, so-called stars and stuff, they're fallible. They're human beings, like Bruce Lee would say. They're human. And when you I've trained with you. I fought people. With that. I'm in Jeet Kune Do Shifu from Orlando, Florida. Jeet Kune Do. I got a gold medal with full contact. 150 pounds and 150 pounds at Walt Disney World. Okay. So we pride ourselves in looking at the illusion and trying to dismantle the illusion. So, man, hype is everything, but when you meet somebody, man, and you break that barrier, if I got friends that send me music that hasn't put on a record, I'll rock that more than I'll rock one of the top fives, from Taylor Swift or from somebody. That's just me. I'm an artist. I'm more personal. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of artists, what comic book or comic related TV show got you in the comics?
All right. Twofold. First book that changed my life, John Byrne.
Okay.
Superman. I'm going to give you the top five. John Byrne Superman. John Byrne, Chris Claremont.
Okay.
Okay. John Byrne She-Hulk.
I see the She-Hulk influence.
Okay.
I see that. Yeah.
Top 2 pushing me into comics to make me want to say, when I seen these 2 books, I gotta do something about it. Can't sleep. Todd McFarlane Spider-Man run.
Okay.
Todd McFarlane Spawn 1. It was over, bro. Over. I seen that. I wanted to draw comics for a living, bro.
Nah, the autumn books you named, was that artwork and story or just artwork?
Artwork period.
Okay.
I'm a visual guy first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm an artist. You got to get me by looking at it. The stories and stuff is, I'm gonna give you an example. If Tom McFarlane wrote one of the #1 selling comics, Spawn 1, why isn't he credited as a writer too? You know, it's kind of tricky. Robert Kirkman don't write. I mean, don't draw. He writes. This is comic books is a visual medium. It's visual. If it wasn't, we'd be competing with Hemingway and you know, other literary geniuses. But it's not. It's visual. Comic book is a juxtaposition of 2 images put together to bring euphoria. I'm gonna say that again. It's a juxtaposition according to Scott McCloud, who wrote the book Understanding Comics. For those who don't know, do research. He says the definition of comic books is the juxtaposition of 2 images put together to bring euphoria.
Okay.
Todd done that.
Okay. I see that.
Shocked the world. You know, Image Comics went to San Diego in like 2000 and I don't know. I don't got the date right. 2003, 2004. Marvel Comics didn't show up for 7 years.
Dang.
7, bro. Think about that.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I get it. All right. So I already can tell, you know, your aura and your vibe, you know, you're a little bit different. But when did you find out that you was a nerd growing up?
I found out I know that 4 years old, bro. 4 years old, walking my diaper on, and my mama telling me stop doing that, stop doing this.
Yeah.
I've always been an outcast.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, man, I was in high. Like I said, I've been bullied, man. I was bullied. That's why when I got older and got mature and stuff, you know, I've been bullied. You know, people understand. But when you get out of that, you know, martial arts got me out of that, you know, but it's like, you find out that it's an illusion. I became, after a while, you become a badass. You teaching people how to fight. You fighting people, you knocking them out and shit, knocking them out first round, knocking them out. And it's like, you becoming the bully, though. You become the person. I had to look into myself. I'm like, I became the person that I didn't even like. So I'd rather teach.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. I think I talked to another creator. I can't remember who it was, but they said the same thing, that it was bullied that they went to the martial arts. Why do y'all feel that escape from, you know, the bully and go to martial arts?
Okay. Well, because I think maybe it depends on the area to go in. Number one, in the area I go in, people fought with their fists, and on TV we've seen kung fu movies, Bruce Lee, Saturday night matinees, you know. And at that time, for me personally, after being a bully, I tried to, I'm gonna ask you a question in two parts. One part is, you know how you associate yourself around people and you want to be the best of what they're the best at?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to be the best at martial arts. I was studying Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was the best I could imagine. I studied his art. He was popular back then in the 70s, man. 70s, 80s. So, and plus, people get bullied different now. They get bullied with social media. As you know, the death of one of our comrades. People get
Yeah.
bullied, women get bullied when, in work environments and different stuff. But we used to get bullied where people used to just push us around and take our lunch money, and they thought we're pissed. So it's kind of like the Wild Wild West days. Back in the days, man, we used to squabble. Remember how to squabble?
Yeah.
And after that, so I think a lot of people, to answer your second part, or to answer your first part of the question, or my second answer,
Okay.
I think people in general, back in our time era, would gravitate to martial arts. Or just taught them self-defense, and it taught them to have confidence in themselves,
Mhm.
So that's probably why the other artist you mentioned, that's probably why he did it.
Yeah.
It taught him to not be a victim.
Like
Who wants to be a victim, man?
like I wouldn't say I was bullied per se or nothing like that, but I did martial arts.
You can't be
And
bullied, man. You too pretty.
nah. But I get to say, but I did martial arts. I did taekwondo. End of elementary and some of middle school, and
Let me stop real quick. In elementary and middle school, you was doing martial arts. Elementary and middle school, I had pimples on my face, man.
you got
Okay?
them early.
Listen, and I ran home and I drew. That's all I could do. All right? I'll go to lunch, man. They laugh at me. Look, I'll go to lunch. Guys like, I ain't gonna say guys like you, because I think you're an exception by your personality and your soul. Now, what I've
Okay.
seen on the internet from you. But you were the guys I looked up to. You were the guys that was like, man, they doing it. I'm getting beat up. I'm running home, and bro, I had so many pimples on my face. My friend had to count them by twos. Two,
Damn.
4.
That's crucial. That's crucial.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about? So, I
But
think you
yeah,
can relate.
but you speaking of that, I say it on different episodes that I didn't catch the same stuff like other nerds, because I was all around. I hung with the hood dudes. I hung with the sports people, and I hang on the regular nerds. But by you saying like people like me, you probably looked up to, I feel like people that I associate with it, that I'll go to the house and play the video games. I'll go to the house, play the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, and then of course I'll leave and go play sports or hang out with other people. I wonder, did they feel that way? Like, oh man, Specks is just like me. He plays the games and stuff like that, but he's able to mingle with these other people. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's true.
I wonder they did look at me like that, because I wonder.
Specs. I look at you like that. Okay? You know why? It's true. I know what it's like to have pimples on my face, and you're in the classroom and you're not the number one artist. When I became the number one artist in my classroom, I was the number one artist everywhere. Pretty much. I was in the lineup of, okay, he can get the job done. So I know what it's like to be the one side, you bully, got pimples on the face, and the other side, you're a rock star. And you got people lined up to have your autograph. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
know.
Another thing, just like I worked in the music industry when I did stuff for artists, and on tour, I was on tour, get the girls go off stage or whatever, and the artist I was with, his homeboys was with him, and the way they was acting towards these females. I was like, man, they supposed to be these hood dudes and do all this stuff, and they act like they never got no pussy before. Like they acting too thirsty. But they trying to say I'm a nerd and all that stuff. Because you know I doing camera work and stuff like that. But I'm like,
you know why?
I'm not this thirsty on these women. I'm like I get that back home. Like why they supposed to tripping? Yeah.
Because you organic and they fun. You know. I've always learned, man. I learned at an early age because I got a lot of attention by being a comic book artist at a young age when I was out there. And it's kind of like, you know, there's a difference between people who love you because of what you do and who love you because of what you are.
Yeah.
It's a difference. And adolescent minds don't know that. That's why they act funny when they get around people, man. I got pretty girls. I raised pretty girls.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing, bro. I don't know what you mean. You know.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, you see through it.
Yeah, but I'm going to my next segment. You know, my next segment of the show is called Hotkeys, and another double meaning term. You know, well, the first double meaning term of the show. You know, be key issues. You know, a new artist, new writer, or storyline get picked up for a TV show nowadays. So this segment is like the meat of the interview. People get to know the real stuff about you. Right. And I just want to talk about, well, first, before you got incarcerated, what were you drawing? What would you doing artistically?
Oh man, long story. When I was young, I used to draw everything that came on cartoons on TV. Spider-Man, Speed Racer,
okay,
Huey and Dewey, Super Friends, Brave Star, Thundercats, Voltron. Me and my brother would draw paper dolls at the house. Late 70s. Cut them out and have competitions in the house. And then we make cars and stuff, Speed Racer, Knight Rider, out of cereal boxes. So I got my chops. I've always drawn. My mom taught me how to draw women. Because I always thought if I want to know how to draw a woman, I need to learn from a woman. I'm a man. She would draw a woman, I'll finish it. And you know, and from there, I got to the point of, okay, it's time to turn professional. In order to turn professional, you got to draw what the professionals draw. So I drew X-Men, Spider-Man, Wolverine, blah, blah, blah. That stuff gave me a look to Image Comics. Then I drew my own character, Ant. And Ant was one of those characters I felt was popular in the 90s. They had a stigma of a woman with a character, blah, blah, blah. I designed it as my daughter. Long story short, I put that out. And then once I put that out, I went back to Image Comics, and now I started drawing in every business that was profitable. I'm going to Marvel, DC, Image Comics, Condé Nast, Dark Horse, Dynamite Studio, Sony Entertainment. I made sure that, like in jail, I just made sure that every point that I could hit, I got a good recommendation from them and a history of work. That's what I did. It was systematic. Crazy, but that's what I did.
You know, I briefly checked you out when I discovered you. I didn't want to go too in depth because I didn't want to know too much that I couldn't interview you. But I didn't know you did all the other companies. But when you worked for other companies, did you do more cover artwork? Did sequence artwork? What kind of work you do for them?
Well, other companies I did storytelling.
Okay.
Because traditionally, if Marvel Comics had you do the entire interior pages, they would have a different cover artist for it. Traditionally. Unless you're hot. Unless you're really, really hot. I never drew a cover for Marvel Comics. As of today, I've done 4 graphic novels. Well, I've done one. I ain't gonna lie, I've done one cover, but it's not like they have a different. They have a different take on covers and interior art. If you're a no-name artist at the time, like me, I was a no-name artist. I wasn't a guy who broke in the comic book industry, drawing Spider-Man or Fantastic Four. I was the guy who came in drawing Ant, my own book. That's unheard of. You know, you don't really break in. It's like Jay-Z coming in with his own mixtape and going to the top charts. It don't really work that way, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
Hope if that makes sense.
It makes sense. So okay, your book, The Ant, right? So you're in jail, and I don't think you told me how long you was in jail for, but you was in jail. So was you selling pictures of the ant you was drawing, or you was selling like commission work in there?
When I started, I drew Ant. I got a pad. I did a 22-page comic book, and I was drawing it and developing it. On the sidelines, I was drawing on envelopes, whatever they wanted. I gotta get it back. People come out the house. I was drawing on envelopes, whatever they wanted. I was drawing on envelopes for a commissary. You want your girlfriend on there, your kids. You want, I don't know, the Miami Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? You want Mike Tyson on it. You want roses. I'm drawing that.
Okay.
So I got so popular in there that you take over the dorm. I took over the dorm in Orlando. I took over. Because it was like I'm drawing it. I'm getting popular. Then now COs are asking me. COs are asking me to draw. They going to Miami Dolphins game. They need a poster. Mario, can you draw it? So now I'm getting M&M's and Reese cups. And
okay.
I'm the man. Right?
Yeah, you get
I'm the man. I'm the man.
You became the store then, huh?
Right, in jail.
Yeah.
So from there, I took that same motivation, and when I got out, I took that motivation and said, I can do that with publishers too. So I started sending out to publishers. Everybody. Yeah, I looked in the phone book. Marvel Comics. I just emailed everybody, and not email back then. Well, no email. It was mail.
Yeah.
Put it in the mailbox with a letter. Hey, sorry, hope you look at my work. I just kept doing that. Till I broke in. I got a guy's phone number. I called him for 6 months. He said, okay, put you on something. Then I did free work. I did free pinups for like MS Comics. I did free pinups for like the top books free. And it built my chops up.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
I did catch a piece of an interview you did, and you stated that when you was doing this stuff, they didn't give you the tools that you needed, and you had to learn that stuff yourself or find out yourself. Like, do you feel like because like from where you come from, you didn't have tools, or it's like a gatekeeping type of thing?
No, it's not. It's neither.
Okay.
It's just information. When people draw comic books, they don't know. Majority of people draw on 11x17 Bristol board. People don't know that. Listen to me. Check this out. All you fans out there, just think about it. If most comic book people draw on 11x17 Bristol board, why are you coming to me with 8.5x11? Why are you coming to me with toilet paper? Why are you coming to me with the scratch paper you can find at your grandma's house? Get 11x17 paper. You can find it at Hobby Lobby. You can find it, you know what I'm saying? Google it. Google. That's what I'm talking about, bro. It's that simple. I use 2/8 lead. Why? Because I know the majority of comic book artists use two-way sled. Why? Because it's light and inkers can ink over it. You got your digital side and everything, but ain't no but it's like the digital side got its own information. Do it the way they do it. That's it. You know? If I'm a boxer, I'm gonna put boxing gloves on. I ain't gonna put gorilla teeth in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's simple, bro. So it's just information. When I found that out, this is what a lot of people don't. I'm rambling, I know, but
You good? You good?
I'm tired. A lot of artists don't know this. If I find out somebody used two-way sled, when I find that out, I'm gonna draw two-way sled from now on. Why I'm gonna switch? Not one day, not 1 hour. For what? I'm not gonna. For what? I'm not gonna switch. I'm good. I'm doing two-way sled now. That's what a lot of people don't know. Bro, I went to comic book. I've been to a lot of comic book companies and industries and inventions. You see the same artists. And artists out there drawing for years. They ain't drawn for a book. Ain't done a book yet. They drawing the same thing. Why? They still drawing the same way. Bro, draw what the people draw. You're not gonna get more popular drawing a character nobody knows than if they know that you can draw Spider-Man like me. Or Batman like me. Or I mean, I'm just being honest. You gotta do what they do.
Yeah.
And then work your way back,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's as a secret in the industry or what, or how I know the information. But what you were saying, I don't heard somewhere. So let's say Jim Lee. Let's say Jim Lee, right? So
Right.
Jim Lee's drawing Batman,
Right.
but he's not drawing Batman for every issue. They might bring you in. Now, when they bring you in, they don't want you to draw like O.M.G. They want you to draw like Jim Lee. So you
That's
gotta
true.
draw that Jim Lee style. So when I'm reading a book, I'll read issue 1, issue 2. I get issue 3, and it look funny. That might be my stopping point. But if you still can draw like Jim Lee, I'm good. And when I heard the information, now I start noticing it.
Yeah. That's
I
understandable. I'm gonna tell
interviewed a
you
guy, Sean Hill. Was it Sean Hill? This new guy, Sean Hill. I think I interviewed him. He said he wrote he drew a book I read. And was it him? I don't know who it was. But he said he drew that book. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't even know you. I didn't know you drew it because it was you didn't skip a beat. You drew just like the guy in front of you. And he's like, yeah. I was like, man, that's wild.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. Watch, you gonna like this. You ready?
Yeah.
I love it, man. It's about the editor at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. A lot of editors don't know what's hot until it sells. Let me give you an example. When Todd McFarlane did Spider-Man, editor told him, stop doing the spaghetti. Stop making his eyes so big. Okay? When it got hot, he knew the error of his ways. When Ed McGuinness got on Superman, editor didn't want him on Superman. He thought he looked too cartoony. But when it sold, when it got hot. Now, when you got a book and a publisher, I've had publishers tell me, I had the first, I ain't going to make it all about me, man, but you ask me, I'm telling you, I don't want to make it seem like.
This episode is all about you, though, man. So talk, man. Talk. Yeah.
Okay, but my first contact with comic books was with Todd McFarlane Studios. That's when Spawn 67 was out. That's when Greg Capullo was doing Spawn. Spawn, the #1 selling book for this 8 years in a row. First talent search I had, I said, they're going to call me. I was on a city bus. I told my chick at the time, they're going to call me. Why? Because I'm going to draw until they call me. 5 pages a week, every week until they call me. What I say, I'm going to draw 5 pages a week, every week until they call me. They called me second week. Bo Smith, Bo Smith was the marketing director at Thomas Barnes Studios at MS Comics at the time. He said, we got thousands of submissions. We called 2 people, use the second one. He said, we give our left nut for another Great Capullo. I was drawing Great Capullo stuff then. Okay? So, to bring it home, when people do styles only good until the hype. But when you come into an original and you become your original, that's everlasting. Because the clones don't last. They don't. That's the real shit, bro. I've learned to. I've drawn like a lot of people because I can do a Jim Lee. I can copy. You look at my page. I copy everybody. If you want, I not copy everybody, but I do renditions of everybody.
Yeah.
Jim Lee, Eric Larson, Todd McFarlane, fucking anybody. And if you can, to me, if you can do that, you can just draw. You know, you can just draw in your area.
Yeah.
But those who get hot, I think they get paid to get hot until they come into their own. Because they regret it. You regret it if you know you ain't drawing in your way.
Yeah.
I don't copy nobody, man.
Yeah.
I don't copy nobody. It's hard.
Speaking of Eric Larson, man, let's fast forward. You know, you out, you doing the work. Your book. You said 10 years. So, how they go about picking it up? Then, first, how they went about picking it up? How that came about?
Okay, what happened was I've always been a fan of Image Comics. So from jail, 10 years, I've been sending them stuff. Okay? They turned me down many, many times. Then I took it, got it independently funded, and took it and got it published. Published, issue 1 sold out. Arcana Studios. The person that picked me up, his name was Sean O'Reilly. He makes movies now. He's in Canada. He picked me up. He said, he seen me on the internet. I was on a site called Digital Webbing. I don't know, people might not know, but if you look, Digital Webbing was a site that creators can get together and try to make a project. I put Ant on there. I got a deal, and they said they can give me, they go like $1,500, but they can put it in black and white. That's the best deal I got. Yeah. So it was on there. It was getting some buzz. Sean O'Reilly from Arcana Studio. He had 2 major books out at the time. A and Ezra. Full color, full press, international distribution. He sent me an email. He said, I don't know what kind of deal you got, but I'll double it. It was 2 days before I signed the deal. I got with him. I signed it. We published the book. And at the time, I was still sending books to him. I'm published now. Books out. I'm sending my book to Image now. Saying I got a full book. I sent it out. Okay. Behind the scenes. At the time, the publisher at Image Comics was Jim Valentino, a founder and creator of Shadowhawk. Jim Valentino. He didn't like Ed. He told me from the first letter, I don't think I can get a retailer to order a book called Ant. And why you make her booty so big? Right? After that, he turned me down 5 times.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
But why they say that with you? But they had trial comics beforehand.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I believe. I was doing that before it's popular. This is 90. I have been in 1992, and voluptuous women and stuff were in because
Oh,
Michael Turner.
you was sinning in 92.
Man, when I started Ant, she looked the same as she looked the same as she do now. Fit.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah. Okay. So I get my years mixed up. See, I thought all
Yeah.
this was happening in the 2000s. I didn't know what happened in the 90s.
No. I mean, cause I kept sending stuff to them all the time.
Okay.
Okay, but she stayed the same. Her color and stuff stayed the same because I made her design the same. Right. Okay. So.
Right.
After that, a situation came about that Eric Larson was going to be the main publisher for Image Central. I got word on the street was Eric Larson was a straight shooter. He'll tell you what it is. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Okay? So I sent to Eric 5 times. Eric Larson turned me down 5 times. Okay? And then when I finally got in with Eric, okay, he's like, okay, I'll give you a shot. I was more persistent than I was talented. Because I kept calling people on the phone. I kept bugging.
Yeah.
And they picked me up. Once they pick you up and they publish you, you good. That's what happened. And then once you publish, you kind of like, okay, I'm published independent. Then Marvel looks at you. Are you good enough for Marvel? Then you get published at Marvel. Then once you publish at Marvel, you good enough for anybody. That's what happened.
All right. The video might got cut off. I didn't hear what you said, but it still probably recorded you. So people they hear whatnot. Watch. I check. But
yeah, I'm back.
You were saying Ant stayed the same the whole time. So I guess they're telling you no, they no. Then boom, it got popular, and you got published, and then they want to look at you then, right? That's what happened.
Yeah, but it's basically. I mean, you can't blame nobody.
Mm-hmm.
People get projects every day. They don't know what going to attract an audience. So after you actually put it out, and people talk about it, and it's something that's valuable that people think is pretty good, of course you're gonna get some blowback from that. Because it's proved to be good. And that's all I'm saying. I mean, actually, I'm just telling the story. I'm not being egotistical or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you, they turned me down so many times, bro. They turned me down more times than they said, yeah. Even today.
So under them, you put out 2 volumes, right?
Under Image or Arcana Studios?
I believe Image.
Under Image, I put out 12 books in a volume.
And 1 volume, okay.
In Arcana Studios, I put out 4 books and a double volume. And then I went to Big City Comics and put out 4 books and no volume. And then
So if I pick up your very first one and go all the way to Big City, is that gonna be the same story or is different stories?
Here's the thing. The first story is to start. In the beginning, Ant was like this. Ant is about a little girl who wanted to be a superhero when she grew up. So she wrote about her fantastic journeys in her diary as a superhero, conquering the shit that's fucked up in her house. That's what Ant was about, okay?
So which one I read? I read the one her dad gets stopped at the beginning, and then she goes to a principal, and the principal read the book. Which one is that?
That's the first volume. That's Days Like These.
Okay.
That's the one I wrote. Now, let me tell you what happened. When I went to Image Comics, first deal I got on the phone, I'm on the phone with him, right? So I'm trying to make a deal now. I got the deal, but now I'm trying to make another one. I want Ant to be with Savage Dragon, Spawn, and Invincible and Walking Dead. I want them in the same book. Eric's like, I can't do that because she's in somebody's imagination. You need to grow her up if that's going to happen. So that's what I had to do. So I grew her up. So I changed my story. I didn't want to do that. It's two different stories. So I did that, and that's what happened. That's why you see Ant and Image now. Yeah.
I haven't read the Image stuff. So apparently I read the one beforehand, and I like it. I like how she basically was manifesting it, be the hero.
Yeah. That's the main essence of the book. Okay? Proverbs 6:6. For all y'all don't know, on the spiritual side, this whole book is about us. That the idea of a tiny ant can penetrate and be everlasting. Proverbs 6:6. Real shit. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
And I know it hurt you to age her up because I think in Wikipedia it said that about you, about the age up thing, but
yeah,
they couldn't work it into like a Shazam type of thing.
It wasn't a conversation.
You know what I'm talking about? Shazam, like he a kid though, but once he a kid,
bro. To me, if it's in your imagination, you can work out anything, right? But it wasn't in the conversation. So it's like, it is what it is, bro.
And so, what about the big city? What's that one?
Okay, that's when I was leaving Image before I sold Ant Image.
Okay.
Okay. At that time, I had to decide if I was going to be known for Ant or known for an artist to draw anything. So I jumped to Marvel. I make it sound easy, but it took me 5 months. So I jumped to Marvel. I was doing Marvel at the time. And Jeff Kaufman, who is a comedian now, who is an attorney, wanted to start a comic company. And he wanted Ant to be a part of his roster. I said, yeah, I'll do Ant, but I'll just write it. I won't draw it. I'll just write it for you. And then he said, okay, you can do that. And then I decided to write the real story. It was called Ant Unleashed. I'm going to give it to you raw. It's my best, to me, it's my best 4-part miniseries I've had.
Is she still aged up, or she back to being a kid?
Huh?
Was she still aged up, or she was a kid again?
No, she aged up now. She's aged up now. And this what happened is she really aged up. Right? That's before my daughter turned 18. I wanted to show and illustrate the parallels that she might have as a superhero, as a female, after all that industry stuff. Now who you are. And it's rated R. It was Deadpool before Deadpool came out.
Okay.
Yeah, it sold out. I mean, it was gritty. Gritty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did that, and now you have to sell it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And So how's that process?
Well, at the time when you sell books, they got one distributor that solicits to all the comic book stores. They call it Diamond. It's easy. Mm-hmm. Once you're in Diamond, they put a 5-page preview of your story. When they put a 5-page preview of Ant, or when they previewed my work, it's sold. That's it. I mean, it had a reputation. Because I drew hard. I mean, let's just be honest. Listen to me. People think it's magic. It's not magic. I put the backgrounds in it. I put the colors in it. I got the story. I got the best team I could. Name recognition. I associated myself with the best Image Comics, Tom McFarlane, Spawn, fucking, you know, Jim Lee. I try to associate myself with the best to give myself the best views, you know. It didn't turn out all like I turned out, but it turned out okay, you know. That's the secret. It's not what you draw, it's how you draw. It's not what you draw, it's how you draw it,
Okay.
you know.
So, um, um, when you after all that stuff happened, you had to set up. When did you start getting back to the books? Not Ant, but just art, comics in general.
Well, I never really left art because that was my, that was my plan A and plan B. What happened was I started getting into different stuff behind the scenes, movie stuff, PlayStation magazine stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't consistent. And by no means it was something like, I made it. It wasn't like that. But it was a situation where I was trying to keep myself relevant to where I can draw a picture and get rent money for that day. That's basically what happened, you know. And then I built up a reputation by doing commissions, just like in jail. I don't want to even bring that back up, but it's like everybody I got a commission list now. I got 10 people waiting for me to draw Spider-Man my way. Spider-Man, Batman. I got Vampirella. I just done Deadpool. I just done Dredd, Judge Dredd. I just done the Max. I'm doing a cover for Tyler Kirkham, The Boss. I got a Cave Woman cover I'm doing from Kevin Ossopp. I got but somehow I was able to establish my way to have my art in demand. In demand. Just somebody waiting on you. And they've been waiting. I've had people wait up to 5 years. I've had Eric Larson and Kevin Ossopp wait up to 5 years to get something from me. It's not because I'm so good. It's just by the trial and effort and going through the process, but trying to be better over and over and over again, increasing in value. That to me was important. If that makes any sense.
It does. How you feel about the book as it is now? Do you like how it is?
How I feel like what now?
The book is Ant, the Ant book. How you feel about it now? 'Cause I think a new couple, like 2 issues came out recently.
I feel it's good, man, because it's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
It's an idea that I came up with, and she's in Image Comics forever.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was. I mean, honestly, man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I don't care if it was just in the advertisement in the back, but to have it on the stand and have, Walmart selling my books for $100-something. Some of them go for thousands of dollars. I mean, thousands of dollars from a high school dropout. Well, I'm good. I ain't gonna keep. I'm good. Dead or alive.
That's what's up. Yeah.
What?
So now we in the present. O.M.G, your company.
Yeah.
I think I seen you post about you doing your own. Got something else new now. What you got going on?
I got some stuff. Okay, basically what I got going on right now at this moment, I'm doing books for outside contract. I'm doing T-shirts, any T-shirt you need. Any. Get me to do it. Get me to draw it. I don't care what T-shirt you got. Ain't gonna look better than mine. I'm gonna draw like you want to draw. I'm gonna draw like you would want to draw and rock it like you want to rock it. I'm the type of guy that got, look, I'm the only comic book artist who got the Yeezys on, okay, and relevant. I get you in style, bro. In style.
Yeah.
Okay? I got the T-shirt.
That would make me gravitate to you, man.
I got the T-shirts, man.
Yeah,
T-shirts from me.
when I seen the chain in the grill, it made me gravitate
Yeah.
to you because
I'm 100.
I've been wanting to wear my grill. I wore my chain. I started wearing my chains, but I want to wear my grill to the conventions. I'm going to conventions now, and I just felt like I was going to alienate people.
I know
But
you feel.
At the same time, I wanted.
I'm gonna know how you feel. I'm gonna tell you how you feel. I'm gonna tell you how you feel. Ready?
Yeah.
When I started in comics, okay, I did exactly what they wanted me to draw and do the women like they wanted to draw. Skinny like Michael Turner and stuff. Like Jim Lee. As I got popular, I started bending it. I started putting nigga in there, beep, in the conversation. I started putting real, you know what I'm saying? Then, okay, as I got popular, then now they accept it because they trust my word. So when I show up now, I show up as me. I got my grill. I'm me. If I say fuck you, I say fuck you.
Yeah.
They know that now, but back then I couldn't do that. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in.
Yeah, that's
how you doing, sir? Yes, sir.
That's how I am right now.
I'm being honest, bro.
I had to start arguing, on the internet. Basically, basically what I'm told, but not in the same context that I would use it, but really what it is. So, to me, I see it as they want me to be the good nigga. I need.
But let me tell you something.
But okay. I done seen that. So I don't know who it was. Posting delete. It was posting. I can't remember. They posted delete.
It's the road that it's a road less traveled. Being a good nigga get you farther, okay, than ripples. You know why? I've had publishers say that I'm hard to work with or something. Your whole career could be fucked up. I'm just telling you. I'm being real. I've suffered a lot because of what I did or said, because I just said what I felt I'm gonna say at the time.
Yeah.
If I say I draw better than you, I'm gonna tell you I think I draw better than you. Okay, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I got a friend. I got a friend right now. He draws pretty good, and he will say just like you said, and I feel a lot of stuff that he could have got. I think it's blocking him now because he's being too vocal about stuff. He's being too vocal. But great art to me, good artist. But
because you gotta do both. You gotta do both.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna give you an example. For now, my social media and stuff, I just post artwork and creativity. That's it. I don't put my comments, none of that. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
That's it. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing it for. And then sometimes I tell you how much I got paid. $1,500 for this cover, or $300 for this cover, or a pack of chewing gum for this. This is what I do. And that's it. Because, as you know, man, social media can kill you. Yeah. Especially if you make a living from it.
Yeah.
So you gotta censor yourself. You do.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been doing that a lot this year. I started doing the tailing last year, but this year just holding back a lot. But I see what happens though. I'm sitting back and I'm seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm interviewing. Well, my show. This is the second season of my show. Last season I had different caliber of artists.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, just mindset. I'm a DJ or was DJ. I'm a DJ. I don't know how you label that, but my second season, I decided, hey, I'm finna operate the same way I did my mixtapes. I have the independent people, but I also get known people on my show too, like a mixtape.
That's what I did with my comic book, bro.
Yeah. So like hence you.
Yeah.
So hence you to me, you gonna be one of the legendary people, like I said at the beginning of the show.
Oh man.
So like so like I mix you with somebody local and mix it together.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. Cause I mean, you did it, man. You're not. How many issues you sold,
man? I'm trying to finish.
Yeah.
I'm trying to finish, man. I ain't trying to start.
Yeah.
I want to have all my dreams come true and have my friends' dreams come true.
Yeah.
You be able to draw something and get paid, and you're comfortable for a month. Think about it.
And it's something you like doing.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate this interview, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. And I'm gonna close out the interview, man. We pretty sure we got a pretty long interview, you know. I'll be love to have you back later on, you know, to talk about something when you got something else to talk about. But close it out. My last segment's called Digging the Crates. And I just pull out something.
Digging the crates.
So I'm pulling out something.
Here it comes.
So all right, so you did writing and you did artist stuff. As far as I know, you never did the DC or Marvel books. But
Marvel books?
No. I mean, if you had to pick a character.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Back up. You said I ain't did no detailed Marvel books. That's what you said.
Story. I mean, like it's like story art wise.
You mean art or drawing?
Writer, as a writer.
As a writer, okay. No, I have not.
Yeah.
You're correct. Okay. Yeah, you're correct.
As a writer.
Yeah.
And they let you get your free reign to do the artwork too. What character? Would it be? Yeah, what character?
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Spider-Man. You know why?
Insect?
no, but you know why?
Why?
That's my favorite character. And two, I'll make a story where Peter is going through it with temptation and with drugs and with Mary Jane and fighting top heroes. It would be the best story in the world, bro.
So with that being said, you know, you're older than I am, but how do you feel about Miles?
I love Miles too, man. It's like peanut butter and jelly to me.
Okay.
How can you say Miles? I love Miles. The animation stuff, Miles.
Yeah, the animation killing it.
Chillin it. Okay.
Yeah.
Quote
See,
intro.
I want that same in the books. Like
I don't want to draw Miles, man. I want to be Miles.
Yeah.
Right.
I see the book stuff. I want that same in the books. Far as I know, you can't name a good Miles. I ain't saying they're bad, but you can't name a good Miles story.
Yeah, like, you know why? Because they ain't hit it yet.
Oh, okay.
He ain't had their artist. He ain't had his team yet. Like Spider-Man had with Thompson. Come on, you know, he ain't had his team. They put me on Miles. Man, come on.
Okay.
Think about it. Just about any comic book artist out there, black, that's been to the gutter. They're gonna pick them before they pick me. I'm not being egotistical, but my point of view parallels his, and I can fight. It's like, man, what you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's stupid stuff like that. Yeah, that's industry for you.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to and I don't want to name them names, but I talked to some people off camera about some stuff that go on, and they told me some crazy stuff. Like I wouldn't imagine, they look you right in your face and tell you stuff, and just flip on you. Like
flip on you, yeah, flip on, flip on.
Yeah, and like one guy, he straight up told me like he got the good comment, the good storyline that he done did for the big two, and he don't want to do it no more because how they treated him in the rooms.
That's
true. Like, man, that's wild.
It gets worse than that, man. I've had stories where I've had artists that question the editor and they got fired. I've had people talk about how some artists are loved and they're late. Take 6 weeks to do a page because, or for whatever, they're in the club. And then some artists get it's put on shelf because they try to work harder and say, oh, I think my art should look like this. It's a problem. Some people think their eyeball looks better than the artist who's creating it. I say no. It's like I'm a martial artist. I know how to fight. That means I know how to look. I know more about it than the commentary.
Yeah.
He's never done it. If he's never done it, I don't care if I fought 2 times. If he never done it, his word shouldn't be valid. And that's what image comics. Excuse me. Comic book industry is like that, bro. You got a lot of people that tell you yes and no. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's why it's in a bad shape.
And I think that's what you just said about the fighting thing. I believe that's why people like Spider-Man like that, because he didn't know how to fight, and his books showed it.
Look, man, I got a situation when Bruce Lee when Bruce Lee, my Sifu, in the Green Hornet, and he's supposed to fight Robin. Ain't no way in hell, Bruce Lee. Ain't no way in hell, Bruce. Look, you ain't gonna beat Robin. That's like me fighting by Ben Affleck. Okay, ain't no way. Look, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm a gold medalist. How the man gonna fight? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about being realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Bruce started to put that in his work. Marvel Comics and stuff. To me, you should put that in their work. Put in your word. You know good and well Batman. Why Spider-Man can't fight? You remember? Do you remember Marvel Universe? You look it up. You see the characters and what they weigh and how much they can lift, press.
Yeah.
Okay, Spider-Man was lifting 10 tons at the time. You know, bro. If I could lift up a car off the top of my head, you mean to me I can't fight? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Thor. They said Thor was 100 class and up. He could lift 100 tons, man. You know what that is?
Yeah. And they punching jewel thieves.
Right. Their whole face would come off, bro.
But what we talking about though? Early 2000s, late 2000s, Spider-Man lost his powers, his spider sense, and had to get trained by Shang-Chi and Iron Fist.
Right.
So you telling me it took 50 years for him to learn how to fight? 50 years?
The problem is the person who wrote for Shang-Chi and Iron Fist don't have the understanding of what Shang-Chi and Iron Fist should have. Because any master know you get a black belt in 3 years. That's basic. From novice to master, it's not going to take 50 years.
Yeah.
If you Spider-Man,
So I'm glad you said that. In my book, my character, where he stands now, I say he has 6 months of martial arts training. And this little thing they got on the internet right now called the indie breakdown, they versus characters. So I wonder when my character comes up to that fight, and I'm only saying he has 6 months of martial arts training, where they downplay that as his experience of being not good if he has only 6 months of martial arts training. I wonder if they're gonna downplay him.
It will be downplayed because a lot of people think intelligence comes with time. That's not the case. How long it took Neo to learn martial arts?
Shoot, it took one scene, huh?
Right? It depends. What martial art are you learning? If you're learning a combat situation where you are, I gotta walk.
You good?
Where you're studying and you're trying to become a sword master, and you had 20 years of sword mastery, that's different than 5 years of fucking sword mastery, but you're working with a stick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Take it back to Dragon Ball Z terms. I like this analogy they did. I don't know if you're familiar with Dragon Ball Z, but they had an example of Gohan. Gohan never been trained by a master like everybody else. He was straight at 4 years old, hard in the paint, fighting all kind of villains, and his skill is they got him being like one of the top in the league because since he was 4, he been fighting everybody. versus everybody else. They went to Master Roshi and just mastered training in tournaments, and Gohan being in the paint every year.
Right. I mean, I think it's beautiful example. I think that's one example of beautiful examples of different ways people learn. Some people get it right off. Some people take months to develop and got different ways to understand. And some people take a short time. They might not comprehend it, but they can do it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people they put bias in front of it, but it's how people learn, man.
Yeah.
It's how people learn.
Yeah.
That's different. That's like saying a man. I say this all the time. It's like a dude that eat hot dogs for a living. Every day he eat 20 hot dogs in 5 minutes or whatever. And I'm trying to eat a hot dog every week, once a week. I'm gonna understand what this dude going through. He eats 5 hot dogs a week. I mean a day. I'm doing it once a week.
Yeah.
The same thing. People can't. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to people to grade people like that because everybody's learning curve is different.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's true. Yeah.
Your character bad as fuck. If he can do what he needs to do at the time he needs to do it, that's good. I've been taught to fight. Your fight should last under. I've been taught my fight should last under 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Some people have been taught their fight should last 3 rounds. It depends.
Yeah, it's a stamina battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. So.
Yeah. Even I did wrestling and I did taekwondo. And taekwondo like you make the contact. But wrestling, it was like wear them down. Yeah.
All right, wear them down, pin them, submit them. Yeah. Every rule got a rule, man. You gotta play. Every rule got a rule. You gotta play by it. That's the hard thing.
Yeah.
Crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. But hey, man, I see you getting late, man. I can hold you up, bro. We definitely gonna have to chop it up later, man. But people wanna follow you, get some commissions for you, to get whatever. Where can they follow you and contact you at?
My main site, Facebook, O.M.G The Artist. Just Google O.M.G The Artist. You got me. I can't even talk. I'm tired, man. I've been talking.
Hey, it's good, man. I work overnights, man. So I'm running off a couple hours sleep myself, so it's all good, bro.
Got you, man. Thank you very much for the interview.
Yeah, thank you,
anybody who's watching, man. Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, man. It's been great, man. We'll link up.
Link up.